So I've officially had about a week and a half with the Nintendo Switch 2. This machine right here. Gosh, it's so huge compared to the original Switch. I'm going to go through some pros and cons and what I like, what I don't really like, and is it worth your money? Is it worth $500, $450 technically if you only want to buy the console, but it's $500 with the bundle of Mario Kart, and who's not going to buy the bundle if they can find the bundle? I mean, everyone's going to have Mario Kart, so I mean, unless you really are a physical person, then you want to pay $80 for it, but that's a whole different subject. That being said, though, the Nintendo Switch 2, after about a week and a half using it, I'm going to be honest, I can't stop using this thing. I freaking love this machine. From the upgrades, the games that don't even have updates yet, they load faster, they play better, they're smoother, even without upgrades out for them yet, which is amazing. Like, some of them do have updates, but those that don't, you can have comparisons left and right, and they just load better and feel better, and I think it's fantastic. As for Mario Kart World, it runs fantastic, the online is better, and it feels good, it feels nice, and I gotta say, I had a base Switch, right? I did not have an OLED model, so going from a base Switch to a Switch 2, which I didn't get an OLED because I was waiting for this. I was waiting for the Switch 2, and it was worth it. So worth it. Now, I have to say, I gotta say a couple things. One thing is it worth the money right now? Unless you're a big fan, which all the big fans, we already got them, of course, or whatever, that can afford them, you know. I'm going to say no, because there's not a lot of games on it yet. If you want new games and you don't want to play old experiences still, like me, personally, I'm playing Pokemon, which I might do a video on because reasons. I'm playing Splatoon 3 again because the upgrades of 60 frames and everything, and it's nice, it's smooth, it plays good. And Mario Kart World, of course, is fantastic. Plus, we got the GameCube. There's only 3 games right now, which is kind of unfortunate, but I'm sure they're going to add at least a few more very soon, within the next month or two, I imagine. I gotta say, what I have personally on the machine, I can't stop playing it, and I'm enjoying what I have right now that I am playing on it. But this happens with certain console launches sometimes, where there's not a whole lot to play right at launch. But I would say if you wait until holiday of this year, you're going to have a lot to play. If you are a big Nintendo fan and you didn't want to get one at launch because you're like, oh, all it has a Mario Kart and I don't want to play these old games anymore, even if they're upgraded, better, or whatever, I would say you can wait a little bit longer, We got Donkey Kong Bonanza coming out next month. That looks really awesome. A brand new 3D Donkey Kong Adventure that they did not confirm if it was made by the Mario Odyssey team or not for some weird, odd reason. We're getting a direct on that in a couple days. I'm probably not going to watch it because the game comes out in a month, and I have no reason to spoil myself on stuff in the game. I don't want to see a whole ton on the game. I'm sold at this point, I'm getting it day one. I already have it pre-ordered. So, but Donkey Kong looks fantastic. That comes out next month in July. And then next time we have a Nintendo Direct, I imagine we're going to get release dates. We got Metroid Prime 4 coming this year. Kirby Air Rider's likely coming this year. We got a new Zelda Hyrule Warriors coming this year, as well as possibly this year, or at least by fiscal year next year, if I had to guess, by March of next year, a brand new Splatoon single-player adventure game, which that's awesome that they're doing a spin-off game because we've kind of asked for that after Splatoon 3, where they would go next, and I think this is a really good idea. I did do a video talking about that game. So I think that games-wise, there's not a whole lot going on right now on it. I can't stop playing it because I'm going back and playing games that got upgrades, and it feels nice, and it plays well. And I gotta say, I love playing this thing in handheld. When I go to work, I take it to work every day. I'll go to the park and play it or whatever, take it to my church. I take this thing everywhere I go. Compared to my Switch 1, I took here or there somewhere, but I didn't care for handheld mode in it anymore because I knew there was the OLED, and I knew the Switch 2 was coming. And the Switch 2, I mean, yes, at home, obviously I don't play it handheld much, but I take this thing everywhere I go because I love the way this thing looks. I mean, it looks absolutely fantastic. It's nice and big. It's a very beautiful screen, an LCD screen, and it's just a super nice thing to have. There's a lot of good games coming, so after the time I played with it, I think that everything runs well. And now the eShop, they did make a little bit better. It's a little more organized now than it was. I mean, it's not perfect. It's definitely improved, but not as it's still like not the best. But whatever. It's Nintendo we're talking about. It's Nintendo. Their online is a little bit better. It's okay for first-party games, but if you're going to try and play like Soul Calibur online or something, trash. Don't do it. Trash. Don't do it. Don't even try it. I don't know about Street Fighter 6 online on Switch 2. I don't know how well that runs because I don't have it. But I know the game itself runs really well. And I have to say that third-party games on this machine are looking and playing fantastic. Like, I'm really excited to get Final Fantasy VII Remake in the future on the machine because, I mean, being able to play that in handheld and it run perfectly smooth, it's exciting to me. And people getting Elden Ring and all these amazing third-party AAA companies support. I hope a lot of indies get their games on this machine as well. I really hope so because we got to support our indies. But that being said, the voice chat stuff I've heard is fine. I didn't really dabble in it yet because I mostly just use Discord voice chat. But, I mean, it's an okay thing. I don't have the camera for that feature, so I've heard the camera's just it's silly fun, especially with Mario Kart. But it's just, you know, a cheap quality of life kind of silly thing that Nintendo does because Nintendo does those weird little goofy things that they decide to do with their systems to try and do something different, and they don't really understand certain aspects of gamers, but whatever, we'll get past that. The mouse mode, haven't used it because why would I want to play Welcome Tour? Why would I want to pay $10 for that? I'm not paying $10 for Welcome Tour. I don't know hardly anyone who bought Nintendo Switch 2 Welcome Tour because it's $10 for a tech demo that should have been free. Dang you, Nintendo. Like, shame on you, Nintendo, for making us spend $10 on a tech demo that we're only going to play, what, 4 or 5 hours? Under 10 hours, I imagine. And to my knowledge, Josie made a video on it that it's one of the worst Switch 2 games. So there's no reason. Like, I'd rather go play 1-2 Switch. At least I can have fun with friends maybe with that a little bit. Or everybody 1-2 Switch. Either or, whatever. It doesn't matter. At least you can have fun with friends at a party or something with that, you know? Welcome Tour it's just a test to test out mouse mode and the features of the Switch 2, but it wasn't free, and it's dumb. It's dumb. I hate that Nintendo doesn't that they make you spend money nowadays on a tech demo when that should never be the case. Like the PlayStation 5 with Astro's Playroom was phenomenal. You got that for free, and it was like 4 to 5 hours of fun. To do everything, it took like 4 or 5 hours, and it was incredible. When I first got my PS5 and I played that, my mind was blown away by the features of the controller and everything. It was fantastic. And now look, we got Astrobot and won Game of the Year last year. Yeah, exactly. Okay, that being said, though, I think the machine itself overall is insanely nice. It is incredible. Is it worth $500? When there's more first-party games on it, yes. Yes. I believe this hardware that can run 60 frames and has HDR support and 4K resolution and all that, and in handheld everything runs really solid as well. You can also run 60 frames in handheld, I believe, because whenever I play Pokemon, it's very, very smooth. It's very nice. I gotta say, it's a very, very nice machine. If you can't afford it when there's more games or a specific Nintendo game that comes out that you're like, oh, I gotta get the system for it, then do it. If you can afford it. If you can afford it. Don't be done with your money. Don't be done with your money. We all got responsibilities. But I do think the price is fine for the console. That doesn't mean Mario Kart's fine for $80. I'm not saying that. I got the bundle. And I don't normally go digital games. But I do think that the console itself, it's justified. The price is justified by the hardware, the upgrades, the GameCube games that are going to be coming to it, and all the big third-party and first-party support that's coming to this thing. I think it's going to do really well. I do. Will it outdo the Nintendo Switch 1? I don't really think so. I feel like that was a one-hit wonder, but at the moment, in the first 4 days, they did sell 3.5 million consoles, or was it 4.5 million? Either way, that's a really good number for in under a week. Very dang good number. So I can't say it's impossible, but I think they're off to a fantastic start with this system. And I think that it is worth the price. That being said, that's just my thoughts on the Switch 2. I love this thing. I can't get enough of playing it. The Switch 1 wasn't my favorite console of all time, so of course I'm going to love the Switch 2 even more. I can't call it my favorite console of all time right now since it just came out. It needs, like, it's got to have the memories, you know? It's got to have all the good games. It's got to have memories with friends and all that, which I'm already making with Mario Kart as it is. We'll see. We'll see what happens over the years with this thing as we get older and stuff. But we're kids at heart, right? We're always kids at heart. That being said, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Let me know in the comments below if you have a Switch 2, what are you playing? If you're unsure of getting a Switch 2, let me know your reasons. Or is there a specific game you're waiting for to get a Switch 2? Do you disagree with the price of the console? Is it not affordable enough? I think the hardware justifies the price. I really do. Let me know in the comments section down below your thoughts on the Nintendo Switch 2. I think this thing is a fantastic machine. I really love it, and I think that if you don't have one, you're going to love it too when you get one down the line. Hopefully down the line, they have sales on the console a little bit, so people who have a harder time affording it can afford one, but it is a brand new machine, so understand for now, it's going to be the price it is for now, especially with things going on in the world and stuff. But that's a different subject, and that's nothing I'm going to talk about. That being said, though, thank you guys so much for watching this video. Hit that like button if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and I will see you guys all in the next one. Peace.